play our national anthem, and Marie Wells will come up here and sing that for us. So if you can, stand. And we have a flag up here on the stage, and Maria's going to be singing from this location. So this is the one that most of you are going to want to look at, so you can actually see her while she's singing too. On Monday at our senior awards ceremony, we inadvertently omitted Marie Wells from recognition for her outstanding grades in combination with her excellent choir skills. But as you just witnessed, she is quite remarkable. Well done. Good evening, graduates, teachers and staff, families, and all of you who have come to share in the celebrating the graduation of the Crescent Valley High School class of 2025. Welcome. My name is Aaron McKee. I'm the principal of Crescent Valley High School, and I want to begin this evening by introducing those that are joining me up on the stage. So we have three of our high school counselors here: Harrison Jarrett, Annika Bay, and Sarah McCune. And we have Assistant Principal Jennifer Still and Assistant Principal Athletic Director John Strobridge. Tonight we have Assistant Superintendent Melissa Harder, our Corvallis School Board Chair Uhui Whitebear, and board members Samuela Drapa, Shauna Tomini, Bernie Wang. This evening, we are honoring the resilience and the determination of this graduating class. We're so very proud of each of these students, and we are excited to celebrate with you. But before we get started, we need to say a few thank yous to some of the different groups and people that helped prepare this event. This is not everyone, but it takes a bunch of people to prepare for such an event. First off is Julie Cerner, our graduation coordinator. She's hiding in the very back somewhere. Also helping is Sherry Martin, who is a preschool assistant, and when you work with Julie Cerner, you also get to do this. Then for all the students that are receiving their diplomas tonight, including the 49 students that are getting an honors diploma, Chappie Swearingen, our register, is the one that's responsible for all that good stuff. So good job, Chappie. Then our office staff of Carrie Spreadbury, Minnie Depew, Francis Wheeler, Leslie Panabaker, Bob Parrott, James Murray, our campus steward. Those are all people that do a lot of work around here to make these things happen. I want to give a special shout out to the Social Studies Department and Behavior Team for helping with the parking, and especially in the back area. The Crescent Valley High School staff to help these seniors finish. Josh Heiser and Richard McCord for the sound system. And Doug Tiller and Alexis, the district maintenance and grounds crew for making the school look nice. And a former CV grad. All the 1,000 chairs that are on the floor are from special occasions, so Kyle Tegner is responsible for that, so thank you. Now before my message, I'm going to share some words from our superintendent, Ryan Noss, who was unable to be here tonight. I want to offer my heartfelt congratulations to each of you for your accomplishments. These ceremonies are the true highlight of my school year. Moments I look forward to with great anticipation. I cherish the opportunity to shake your hands, see your proud smiles, and celebrate the incredible journeys that brought you to this moment. This year, however, I am deeply saddened to share that I cannot be with you in person due to a family emergency that has taken me out of state. While I may be far away physically, my thoughts and pride are very much with you tonight. This unexpected situation has reminded me how precious it is to be present, to truly see the people around us, and to soak in the moments that matter most. As you celebrate this evening, I encourage you to pause, to take a breath, look around, and fully absorb the joy, pride, and love that fill the room. These are the moments that stay with you. Then find someone, whether it's a teacher, a family member, a coach, or a friend, who has supported you along the way. Look them in the eye and thank them. Let them know their encouragement made a difference. I hope the memories you make tonight live on in your heart for years to come. You've made us all so proud. Thank you, Superintendent Noss. This year we have 3 staff members that are graduating. Sheila Fowler, Judy Castor, and BJ Rubhun. So thank you to those three. Elijah or Karen Lapta, please go to your vehicle to rescue an animal. Thank you. Or somebody that knows where that car is or can get into it. So, otherwise the sheriff will take care of it. Okay, I'd like to share a few things about this graduating class, and I'm going to ask the seniors to help with this activity by standing up when asked. And if you are uncomfortable standing up, you can raise your hand, that'll work too. As I do this, I'll also be sharing some parting thoughts to consider. The first part of my message is, if you want extraordinary, you have to take care of the ordinary. So there's actually 5 steps, but I'm going to list 3 of them right now to take care of the ordinary so you can have the extraordinary. Make sure to share with others when you appreciate something that has been said and done, or done. I'm going to do that here in a moment. Share the things that bring you joy and make you laugh. I'll be doing that as well. Celebrate the small things as they will quickly become the big things. So here we go. Stand up if you were part of our robotics team. Stand up if you're part of our equestrian team. Stand up if you were part of our Pro Start culinary team. Stand up if you're part of drama club. Stand up if you're part of a school theater production. Stand up if you were part of our Model United Nations team. Stand up if you're a part of our speech and debate team. Stand up if you're part of our school newspaper. And remain standing or stand up again if you are a newspaper editor. Stand up if you're part of our yearbook. And remain standing or stand up again if you are a yearbook editor. Stand up if you're part of a dance group or a dancer. Stand up if you're part of our band, orchestra, choir, color guard, or guitar groups. Stand up if you're part of our carpentry class that has improved our campus. Stand up if you're part of our lacrosse team. Stand up if you're part of the ultimate team. Stand up if you're part of National Honor Society. Stand up if you're part of our Students Advocating for Equity group, our SAFE group. Stand up if you're part of one of our school's clubs that has not been mentioned. Stand up if you're part of our student government. Stand up if you're part of the core council. Stand up if you're a recipient of a music award. Stand up if you're a recipient of an art award. Stand up if you earned a varsity letter at Crescent Valley High School. Stand up if you're a district or league champion, either as an individual or on a team. Stand up if you placed at state as an individual or on a team. Stand up if you're an individual state champion. Stand up if you're on a state championship team. Stand up if you're an exchange student. Stand up if you're entering the Wings program after graduation. Stand up if you're entering the workforce right after graduation. Stand up if you're entering military service after graduation. Okay, this next one, we missed some people at Monday night, so I'm going to fix that right now. Stand up if you're entering a military academy. Monday, we recognized Lucy Reinhardt and Truman Brassfield for entering the Naval Academy. What we didn't mention on Monday was that we had two other students who went through the rigorous process of applying for and getting accepted into these very difficult schools and accepted in the Air Force Academy, and those two students are Emerson Gatherum and Zachary Gunther. So you can stand up. trade school or college after graduation. Stand up if you're attending an international college or traveling abroad next year. Stand up if you have earned the Global State Seal by Literacy. Stand up if you are a National Merit Commended Scholar. Alex Fern, Samuel Hardy, Anthony Wynn, and Junie Neal. Stand up if you're a National Merit Finalist. Yates Becker Blease, Johnny Junkins, Elizabeth Lee, and Abe Sy. Yates, you can stand back up for this one. If you're a National Merit Finalist Scholar recipient, there's only a few in Oregon, and there's one right there. And most importantly, stand up if you're graduating today. This evening marks the culmination of years of hard work and accomplishment on the part of each member of this graduating class. However, they know they could not have gotten here without the contributions and support of so many others. At this time, I want to give our graduates a chance to express their appreciation for this support. And this is number 4 on my 5 list of embracing the ordinary so you can have the extraordinary. Make sure to say thank you, especially to your friends and family. So we're going to do a little bit of that right now. If you are a parent or immediate family member of one of today's graduates, please stand or raise your hand. Once again, class, get ready. If you're a grandparent or any other extended family member, please stand or raise your hand. Thank you. If you're a Crescent Valley teacher or staff member, please stand or raise your hand. Thank you. If you are a friend or a supporter of a student or students in the graduating class of 2025, please stand or raise your hand. Okay, the last part of my message is make sure you make things right. Apologize when appropriate. And tell the people you love that you love them without having to be asked. Be sure to embrace the ordinary so you can rejoice in the extraordinary. I love these students and wish them the best on their next adventure. Next up, we have our senior class presidents, Althea Don Takas Paz and Lucy Reinhardt.
Good afternoon, everyone, and congratulations to class of 2025. So today, I want to leave you with 4 simple but powerful ideas. Trust yourself, find gratitude, challenge yourself, and open a window. These words may sound small, but they've carried me through some of the hardest moments of high school. There were many times where I felt knocked down, mentally, emotionally, and even physically. I faced challenges that seemed impossible to overcome. Struggles with mental health, with painful injuries, personal challenges and traumas, things we've all gone through. And there are times that I wanted to give up, days where I looked around and wondered why it felt like everyone had it easier. But every time, I made the choice to get back up. Not because it was easy, but because something inside me said to keep going. And now here I stand, and here we all are, ready to turn the page onto the next chapter. The truth is, we've all been through things that no one else fully sees. Every person here has faced their own battles, and yet we're here sitting in these seats, wearing these caps and gowns, and proving to ourselves that we made it, and that we're stronger than we think. And I want you to remember this. You matter. Your voice, your thoughts, your presence, and your story, you matter. This year, I've been deeply grateful to share moments with so many of you, whether it was a laugh between classes, a deep conversation, or just a quick hello in the hallway. And that's what makes this class so special, the way we've connected, supported, and uplifted one another. And it's been inspiring to see the way that each and every one of you has emerged in your own individual ways, from ranging interests that I hope to see you continue into the future. It's just, I don't know, it's amazing to see how elastic all of you guys are and what you've accomplished in all 4 years, and it's inspiring to see just the way that you guys have emerged from your individuality. And so as we leave here today, I ask one thing of you, and that's to believe in your ability to keep going, even when the path ahead looks uncertain. Change is scary, but it's also necessary, and each and every day and each and every moment, we experience the cycle of change and become more and more equipped as we gain perspective on what experiences can teach us. Doors will close, but if you're willing to open that window, to stay curious, open-hearted, and determined, you'll find your way. So trust yourself, challenge yourself, be grateful, and when life shifts, open that window. Congratulations, class of 2025. I'm so proud of you.
Good evening, everyone. I want to start with a simple truth. Being a leader doesn't always look like what you expect. It's not about titles or having the loudest voice. You don't have to be a class president, a team captain, or someone who's constantly in the spotlight. Sometimes leadership is walking a different path when the one in front of you just doesn't feel right. Sometimes it's the quiet courage to raise your hand when the teacher is silently and awkwardly waiting, but no one else will. To me, leadership means standing for something even when it's uncomfortable. It's trusting your gut, even if others question you. It's asking the hard questions, making the hard calls, and choosing what's right over what's easy. It's rarely glamorous, it can be lonely, but it's always worth it. Leadership can also show up in the smallest, most unexpected ways, like helping a friend who's struggling, stepping up when a group project feels stuck, or simply choosing kindness when it's easier to ignore someone. You don't need a big stage or a loud voice to make a difference. Sometimes just doing the right thing when no one's watching is leadership in its purest form. And that kind of leadership, quiet, consistent, real, is what changes the world in ways we often don't see. When I made the decision to leave behind a sport that I had been doing for nearly a decade, it obviously wasn't easy. I questioned myself constantly, but leadership is about being okay with starting over when it means staying true to who you are. That choice led me to what most of you know is my dream school, the United States Naval Academy, Go Navy, where I'll be heading in a short 16 days. But you don't need a uniform to lead, you don't need a perfect resume or a room full of applause. Every single person here in this room has the power to lead, no matter where life takes you. Whether it's college, the military, a job, or you're just living life. Leadership isn't about perfection, it's about showing up, being real, and making the choice to stand for something that's bigger than yourself. That's something each of us can do every single day. So if there's one thing I hope you carry with you, it's this. Don't spend your life being a follower just because it's easier. Be bold enough to be different. Try something new. Speak up even if your voice shakes. Even if you go unheard. Even if your plans fall apart, keep going. Because followers fear change, but leaders, they grow from it. And if all else fails, just walk with purpose. People will assume you know what you're doing. Congratulations, class of 2025. Lead well, lead kind, and good luck out there.
Next up is Donna Pari. In your program, it's listed that those two are the student body presidents, those are the senior class presidents, and then later on you'll see the student body presidents are Zoe and Alex. And as far as class reunions go, those are the two that have to put all that together. So that's important to know whose job it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed teacher and school staff, and my dear peers. 4 years ago, I could never have imagined standing here today delivering a graduation speech in a high school in the United States. Unfortunate circumstances beyond my control led me here, and while the journey has been challenging, it has also been incredibly pleasant. Three years ago, I woke up to the Russian invasion of Ukraine. While my family and I hoped for the best, we were unsure. I was leaving my country absolutely unsure about what was going to happen to me. America was my dream country growing up, and I always envisioned coming here. Yet, I was uncertain and worried when I first came to Crescent Valley. The thought of starting anew in a foreign country was intimidating. However, the warmth and support I received here in the school community made me feel at home. To the incredible teachers and staff, I'm sure my classmates would agree with me. Your passion for education has inspired and guided us into becoming better individuals. You have impacted our knowledge and skills and encouraged our growth. Your unwavering support has given me the confidence to believe in myself and aim high. You made the school feel safe and at home-like, creating an environment of warmth and understanding. I want to say a special thank you to the wonderful Miss McCune, Miss Depew, Miss Bay, who were there for me from the first day here, making me feel like I could come to them with any issues I had and always get support. I also want to say thank you to Miss Sisson, who helped me with any writing assignment I had and was always there for me to shine bright in my light. I love every single one of my teachers I had over the past 3 years, but unfortunately, I don't have enough time to say everything I would like to every single one of them. However, Mr. Moses, Ms. Reinhold, Ms. Bluar, Ms. Stone, and Ms. Corkery will always have a special place in my heart. They have truly been my safe place in the school during my toughest times. I also want to say thank you to Mr. Shimabuku for providing me an opportunity to share about my beloved country and culture with so many of his students. And of course, I want to say thank you to Mr. McKee for accepting me into Crescent Valley High School and providing me an opportunity to gain knowledge and graduate. I'm deeply grateful for all the genuine care and compassion I have received here. To my peers, you have been my pillars of strength, my confidence, and my companions on this incredible journey. I remember how during the first week of school, I felt lonely and thought I would never find true friends because it felt like everybody already had someone. But then I took an empty chair next to some students in health class, and to my surprise, they started talking to me. Soon they introduced me to the other people in their friend group, and it was like they took me as one of their own. And since then, the students have become my dearest friends. We have shared countless memories, laughter, and tears in moments we were lucky to experience together. You have taught me the true meaning of friendship and have made these years truly special. From my closest friends to people whom I have occasionally said hi to in the halls, I will always have you in my heart, and I hope to see you again someday. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Johnny Junkins, you're next.
I'm honored to be a part of the class of 2025. Our class was in the first wave to return to in-person learning after COVID. Online school, as we can all agree, was kind of rough, lacking that interpersonal connection so desperately needed, trapped behind a computer screen. It all felt so flat. Everyone and everything was flat, two-dimensional. In school, we tried to perform the Wizard of Oz over Zoom. It did not end well. Coming to high school out of that experience, after a parking lot 8th grade graduation, was a bit of a shock, to say the least. There was not only the new world of high school to get used to, but also an entirely new social distancing way of interacting with the world in which to adapt. A world of 3 dimensions. Auditioning for Mamma Mia freshman year helped me break out of my shell. Before I was, believe it or not, somewhat reserved, still not entirely used to the big, new, scary world of high school. But throughout the play, complete with the infamous flipper dance, I was able to fully recognize the extent of what our school and our class had to offer. I realized just how full high school life was going to be, due in large part to the power of personal connections. We watched the painted rock celebrate the success of sports, the campus becoming more colorful with new murals, teachers getting celebrated by their students. We witnessed and partook in personal growths accompanying countless shared amazing experiences, discoveries, once-in-a-lifetime new hobbies, emotional roller coasters, and utter shenanigans. All of these rooted in amazing displays of connection and emotion that I would never have dreamed of in an online school. I will truly treasure and never forget these 4 years spent with you all. Now, as we stand here at the end of our high school years, it's daunting. I would be lying if I said that I wasn't scared of the uncertainty of life and the unknown, because suddenly we're here. This is what we've spent our whole life up until this moment preparing for, working on grades to go to college or land a good job, regardless of where our future brings us. And yet, if I said I wasn't excited, I'd be lying too. The 4th dimension, just for today, is not time, but human connection. And now, as we prepare to graduate and move forwards, I couldn't be happier or prouder. Having made it through the post-COVID wasteland, I've seen just how capable each and every one of us is of kindness, of growth, of humor and compassion, and of tenacity through the lows and revelry of the highs. And here, looking into the faces of all of you, our class of 2025, I know that we're ready to move forwards. I truly do believe in each and every one of us, and I can't wait to see how each one of us thrives as we move into the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Johnny. Leola Vanderbeck, you're up. As Leola is walking up here, I want to tell this people here that Leola did these pop-up dances in the hallway the last couple of weeks, and among other activities, so it was quite exciting.
Good evening, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Leola Vanderbeck, and yes, I am one of the graduating class, if you hadn't guessed by my matching outfit. I'm speaking to all of you tonight, friends, family, classmates, teachers, and faculty. First, I'd like to take a moment to thank my family and friends, those of you who were here today, and those who couldn't be with us, including those who have passed along the way. Through every smile and every tear, you were there. Your love and support carried me through the toughest moments, and I wouldn't be standing here today without you. I'd also like to thank all the teachers and faculty members who played an important role in helping every single one of us get here today. People always say high school goes by fast. Personally, I think those people skipped chemistry. Some days felt like a decade, and there were plenty of moments when it felt like we were just trying to keep up. But looking around now, it's clear the important stuff snuck up on us. The late night laughs, the weird inside jokes, the remember whens, moments we didn't realize were becoming memories. Every late night, every setback, every lesson, and every laugh, it all brought us here together. I still remember the first day of freshman year, and honestly, it was nerve-wracking. It felt like I hadn't spoken to most of you in forever. We'd all been away from normal for so long, and there we were, walking into school, remembering how to even interact with each other again. Wondering if the old friend in the hall would remember us if we said hi, or if anyone would remember us at all. They did, don't worry, it's okay. It was scary at first, not knowing what to expect, but at the same time, it felt good to finally have our normal back. There was something comforting about being in the same room with everyone after all that time apart, even if it felt a little strange at first. Coaches and teachers have always told us that our class is different, that there's just a certain way about us that is like a breath of fresh air. I like to think that it's because we had to learn how to reconnect, how to make the most of every interaction, and how to laugh even when things felt uncertain. And through it all, I think we became stronger as a class, more resilient. We faced challenges none of us could have imagined, but we pushed through them together, valuing every interaction, connection, and friend. I'm proud of our class because we are fighters. Every game, competition, and test, we fought through any setback, whether it was personal struggles, academic injury, or just the toll of the past few years. This quote is from Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and I think it's a good lesson to everyone here tonight. Life moves pretty fast, and if you don't stop and look around once in a while, you can miss it. We have spent so much time focused on this very moment that life may have passed us by. So, I would like each of you to take a moment to just look around and take it all in. I'm serious, look to your friends, look to your family, if you can find them. It might be a little strange to me about that. I believe in you. Taken every relationship, class, event, sport, and club, all of it has helped shape us into who we are and pointed us towards where we need to be. These 4 years have been about more than just academics. They've been about building relationships and having memories you look back on when you're missing the good old days. We've all been on this journey together. We all started at the same place as kids, learning how to divide and multiply and racing to the swings at recess. And I know we have grown into adults, learning how to drive and apply for jobs. Years from now, I hope we can come together for our reunion or pass each other in the store and we'll still be just as friendly, still laughing, and still be able to share the stories that some may have forgotten. So here's what I'll leave you with. Be outgoing. Don't let fear stop you from trying something new. Challenge yourself, get uncomfortable, because that's where growth happens. Most importantly, don't forget to smile, laugh, and be kind. This is our moment, but it's also our launch pad. So go out there, do something wild. Preferably legal, please, don't get caught. Make something meaningful and live a life you're proud of. At the end of the day, be the person you have always wanted to be. Don't forget to stop and look around. Our 4 years here flew by, and I know we're ready for the next 4. Lastly, graduation is not about me giving the speech, it's about all of us ending this chapter the way we started, together. This isn't goodbye, it's just see you later. Thank you, congratulations to the class of 2025. We did it!
Next up, we have our last 2 student speakers, Zoe DeAmicis and Alex Goff. These are our student body presidents.
So, I need to be honest, I tried to write this speech several times because I really didn't know where to start. I mean, how do you write a speech where in 2.5 minutes you wrap up 12 years of your life? I mean, this isn't just high school graduations, this is the whole K-12 education system. Last night was the first time the words graduating meant more than no more school. Instead, it was more like someone pouring cold water on me and telling me that I am actually growing up. Graduating is so weird to me. It's kind of like reading those really long book series everyone read as a kid. The beginning is really good, and then the middle you just kind of push through, but everyone tells you that you have to push through because the ending is so good that you just can't miss it. And so now, we're on the last page. You dedicated 12 years of your life into this story. You got attached to the characters, you're immersed in the world. Sometimes it was really boring, and maybe sometimes you wanted to turn the page and be done. But now, you're here. After today, people we've seen almost every day, people we've grown up with and grown apart, today's the last time we're gonna see them. And that's weird. It's weird. This isn't the start of a regular summer vacation and that soon enough we're going to go to another all day soon enough. This is it. The class of 2025 can put the book down. Now most people tend to look forward to growing up because that's when apparently you do all the cool stuff. But all my life, all I wanted was to stay a kid. Now as I mentioned, I was kind of struggling writing this speech, so I very creatively looked up grad speech themes. And one that popped up was looking forward to the future. Now, this I would have to disagree. Not that we should be pessimists, we should definitely have a positive outlook on life. However, I think there's always this culture of the next thing. It's always, I can't wait for winter break, I can't wait till Friday, after my AP exams, after my math test. It's always the next thing, and funny enough, when that thing comes, nothing changes. I think we're all victims of this mindset, and often we end up missing out because of it. In a couple of minutes, each one of us is going to walk up the stage and get their diploma, and then about every adult in our lives is going to ask us about our future. And with each temptation to get lost in both the excitement and anxiety of what is to come, I invite each one of us to live these days by the minute and savor them, because life is not meant to fly by. When we look back at these years, each one of us will remember them differently. Because despite each one of us being here with the same cap and gown and soon the same diploma, we've all had very different experiences that have carved us into the person that is sitting here right now. And no matter what anyone says, graduating is an accomplishment each one of us should be proud of. The privilege of education, of supportive teachers, and an incredible community is not something everyone can say they have, but I can. I can proudly say my years at Crescent Valley High School have shaped me into someone that is ready for the future, but is even more excited to live right now. So, can the class of 2025 live it up their entire lives? Thank you.
Good evening. We've learned at Crescent Valley the importance of taking the first step. This act of courage, often alone and isolated, allows for greater understanding and change. I ask that all of you continue taking that first step on whatever your next step may be. When you stand up for an ideal, act to improve the lives of others, or move against apathy and indifference, you set forth an example that others will follow. At the beginning, you will feel alone, but not for long. The world yields slowly to those who press forward, but it still does yield, and history has never belonged to the silent or the still. The late Bobby Kennedy said, "Few are willing to brave the disapproval of their fellows, the censure of their colleagues, the wrath of their society. Moral courage is a rare commodity than bravery in battle or great intelligence." Yet that is exactly what is demanded of us. Not just intelligence or ambition, but the courage to act. This class has exemplified that every single day of the past 4 years. It's been spoken in hallways and boardrooms, performed on stage, created in art studios, played on courts and fields and tracks, written in essays, and printed in the school newspaper. These acts didn't begin as the loudest or the most followed. They began as quiet acts of resolve. There will be voices telling you that you won't make a difference, or that you must take a few steps back. These voices belong to fear, not truth. It's easier to follow the script, to avoid the pushback, but nothing has ever improved unless someone gets a little inconvenient. This class has never been afraid of that, and we know what happens when we push, and we know what happens when we don't. There will always be pressure to step back, especially at our age, and that's when you step forward. For it was one young teenager, Sophie Scholl, who stood up to fascism with words instead of weapons. It was a monk, Martin Luther, who challenged an empire with paper and a hammer. One girl, Malala, faced a gun because she believed women belonged in classrooms, and it was one general, George Washington, who walked away from power when he could have seized it. Each of them alone had the conviction to act, and others followed. So as you set forth on your next journey, remember it's not times of comfort or stability that define your character, but the times where you choose to speak, to act, to care. You don't have to move mountains every day, but it's the daily effort and love that defines who you are. So go forth with compassion and determination. We've learned so much from each other these past years, and now it's time for the world to learn from us. Thank you, class of 2025, and go Raiders!
Thank you, Zoe and Alex. Next up is Daniel McCullough, and he is going to do our faculty address. So.
First of all, who ordered the sunflowers? I just want to know that. Good afternoon, and it's my distinct honor and privilege to welcome members of our district administration, dedicated members of the Corella School Board, our hardworking school administration and support staff, my cherished colleagues, you guys are stuck with me for at least one more week, and of course the family and friends who've joined us today. Most importantly, I'd like to welcome the graduating class of 2025. As I thought about what I should share with you, I settled on a message which I hope you will consider. But as is true in my classroom, I'd like to first share a little story. It was about 20 years ago. I was driving around with my then 6-year-old daughter, Emily, and her younger brother, Ziggy. It was a muggy Pennsylvania day. They were enjoying their ice cream cones in the back seat, and my daughter decided it would be her time to share her plan for her future at 6. She determined she was going to be a doctor, like her mother. She loved the idea of helping others. And in true big sister form, she decided that her younger brother, Ziggy, would be a teacher, because that's what Dad did. And Ziggy loved telling stories. I was proud on so many levels in that moment. I realized 2 things. First is barriers, they're meant to be gotten over. And secondly, you should do what interests you. Interest is key. I responded with something I've repeated many times. I was told them, I said, you can be anything you want, just be sure that you work hard at being the best at it, and that you find joy in doing it. For the past few years, you've been on a journey of learning all the essential foundational knowledge as determined by local, state, and federal standards. By the way, that's the answer to why do we need to know this. You're being honored today because you've mastered complex math concepts, dissected difficult literature, delved into the complexities of history, and explored the wonders of the sciences. Those things will absolutely serve you as you move on, but I urge you to allow time for your passions and to make them a part of your learning every day. Passion learning isn't guided by a rubric or a final grade, but instead by your curiosity. When you learn with passion, you internalize concepts, you connect ideas, and you develop a deeper understanding that shapes your perspective and fuels your creativity. And you will be sure to find joy in the process. I recently invited my AP Lit students to explore a passion project as their final unit of study. I wanted the guiding principle of the unit to be about exploring interests while learning how to overcome all of the challenges. While I hoped each of them would succeed, I made it very clear from the beginning. The outcome would have no impact on their final grade for the unit. The grade would be a reflection of their effort and their learning. To give a little context, a few of the many projects include making a male coif, which is, I didn't know this before, the technical term for the chainmail head covering, creating a portfolio of arts, poetry, and choreography to embody the ups and downs of the last 4 years. Designing and making clothing with no sewing experience. Making a pictorial using action figures to tell a story with very little camera knowledge. Or composing an original score to play as a duet with a family member. I'm happy to report there were very many successes, but there were also many great efforts. What stands out though is everyone explored their interests and learned something about themselves. This brings me to the big moment. I know I'm supposed to have this big message, right? So here it is. I ask you guys, I implore you, live your life as your passion project. Your education has given you a solid foundation. Now you can decide what to build from there. You may be heading to college, entering the workforce, or taking a gap year of exploration. The principles of passion learning will serve you well regardless of what your plans include. In your careers, it will set you apart, providing inspiration to innovate. In your personal lives, it will lead to fulfillment, allowing you to grow and find joy through lifelong learning. And in your communities, your passions can become a powerful force for positive change, or at the least, a means of stepping forward to introduce important conversations. Living life as your passion project means intentionally engaging in things that bring joy, fulfillment, and opportunities for personal growth without the need for external pressures or rewards. Class of 2025, don't chase success. Explore what excites you. Let your curiosity and your interests be your map, and let your passions be the fuel. I'm certain that the world will be a better place if you commit to sharing your unique talents, your diverse perspectives, and your infectious enthusiasm. As you leave here tonight, I urge you to shift your perspective and focus on the process of learning with passion and living with purpose. Last thing I want to share with you is I still do want that motorcycle. That was part of my passion project. But here's the secret. You are the true passion project. And as I look at all of you, I can tell you that the project has been a huge success. Find your joy and create your legacy. Have fun, be safe, and make good decisions.
Thank you, Daniel. Let's ride. Next up, we have Omnia Soul by the CVHS Choral Cavalier, directed by Jens Lovtang. And after this performance, I think Jens is going to, because he works at both high schools, I think he needs to go over to CHS for or Gil Coliseum for their graduation so we can work with the choir there as well.
Winter melts into fields of spring.
Okay, seniors, we're almost ready for that march and getting your diplomas, but I have to do a little bit of legal work right now, okay? Members of the board, Assistant Superintendent Carter, just want to be able to see it, but you can't. I certify that these students, the Crescent Valley High School class of 2025, have met all the graduation requirements set forth by the Corvallis School District and the State of Oregon, and hereby entitled to receive the diplomas that will now be awarded. It's my greatest pleasure as principal to present class of 2025, so let's get it going.
Mars Booz. Zaid El Jeremy. Ferris Alal Ari. Nathaniel Gaweao. Ian A. Baker. Ava M. Malucci. Pedro Cassana Barbosa. Yates Ryan Becker Lease. James Preston Bell. Amaya Lucille Bender. Brooke Ann Benninghoven. Haley Noel Lamb. Matthew Locke Cartville. Jackson Ryan Bloom. Kelsey Ann Botaro. Colin Joseph Adele. Jack Owen Boyd. Laura Shannon Boyd. Chloe Rose Bradley. Tim Bradley. Truman A. Grassfield. Jeremy Taylor Brown. Jessica Lynn Renee Brown. Lauren Elizabeth Renee Brown. Madison Ray Bryan. Chloe Diane Buford. Vivian Elise Gaines Buford. Ella Catherine Byer. Nathan Bradley Callahan. Anthony P. Castro. Wyatt Soberg Katz. Haley June Chamberlain. Riley Carmen Chamberlain. Jaden Chen. Joshua Choi. Joni Lynn Chaquette. Sierra Ann Conley. Rayburn. Leosin Garland Jr. Dylan Magnolia Gary. Levi Antonio Myrie Garza. Emerson Scott Gatherum. Sophia Dontakis Foss. Manny Gennaro Cruz. Cooper William Germain. Allison Claire Gilmore. Sierra Corinne Gonzalez. Rhea Gopal. Alex Zachary Goff. Zachary August Gumbler. Carl James Hahn. Nathan Daniel Hall. Elizabeth Diane Halsey. Beth Alejandro Hansen. Dusty Harding. Samuel Haynes Hardy. Lily Addison Harvey. Athena Annette Hatcher. Graydon Hazelton. Kian Michael Hyken. Ian T. Henderson. Jack David Herman. Catherine Ann Hibbard. Augustine Edwards Hipple. Tammy Noel Hoffman. Kai Raven Mott Hugestinger. Keely Wesley Hooper. Reed Allen Horning. Annika Salo Howe. Brody Markham Howland. Hollis Francis Huff. Lucas Song Iker. Lawson Irwin. Paige Cameron Jacobs. Isabella Catherine Jacobson. Taylor Nicole Johnson. Lainey Ellis Jorgensen. Jonathan Gunther Junkins. Aiden Frantilla Cafferly. Olive Claire Karnowski. Torin Edward Kelchner. Sasha Brett Kelly. Abigail Joy Kessler. Aaron Joseph Keitzer. Anna Lucia Keitzer. Ilia Grace King. Natalie
Brandon Gog. Lily Rose Majeski. Katerina Ruth Malchuk. Sarah McKenna Marshall. Noah Michael Marcheski Malik. Keegan Parker Maxwell. Owen Joshua McAllister. Calvin Race McCarley. Alden Sean McMullen. Cormac Joseph McQuillan. Owen Wayne Miller. Camden Joe Mitchell. Kara Nicole Morgan. Hassan Ali Moria. Haley Renee Moss. Akila Jordan Mundell. Finn Murphy. Anthony Kwok-Tai Win. Yana Martinova Nikolova. Janae Yu. Kendall Dan Norcross. Donna Harim. Elia Patterson. Catherine Grace Pulowski. Violet Gail Pet Creech. And Tara Pittuck. Cody Kepler Pollock.
Angelica Machado E. Portugal. Callie Powell. Riley Vaughn Prettyman. Cordelia Autumn Pryor. Lucille Catherine Reinhardt. Matias Santiago Reyes Antunes. AJ Maurice Richardson. Mason Kel Heine. Elijah Everett Rodriguez. Ella Grace Romer. Matthew Ryan. Abigail Ray Sampson. Andre Rex Sanchez. Alexander James Sapp. AJ Sapra. Lou Ryan Scheffler. Seth Rowan Schrader. Kendra Jasmine Rose Shun. Nina Leah Schwartz.
Sturmeyer. Chase William Sorwood. Malachi James Swain. Elizabeth Gunkel Talbert. Nathaniel Elias Taylor. Adam Attila Teglashi. Michael Patrick Terry Jr. Nicholas James Karzik. Sophia Tao Ming Zhong. Abraham Friedman Tsai. Ryan Joseph Valencia. Tan Van. Viola Catherine Vanderbeck. Denise Vasquez Pina. Josiah Ryan Velez. Hudson Charles Waddell. Eli Jonathan Walkman. Jaden Micah Long. Richard Brett Wang. Peyton Ray Webb Bowen. Marie Ksenia Wells. Jonas David Walter. Alex Westbury. Elijah Cade White. Humboldt Garcia Ray Wu. Emily Ryan Wisniewski. Brandon Thomas Wolf. Zoe Luna Wood. Samantha Lee Woolley. Carlota Zarza. Steve Chang.
Okay, at this time, graduates, will you please stand? Take the little tassel that's on the right side and move it across over to the left side over your heart. This is the class of 2025. Your future seniors outside is actually really good.